This right here is a beautiful sight. Two expansion teams that started this series are meeting in our very first NBA Finals appearance. We have won 12 straight games after losing our 82nd last game of the regular season. Give it 50 plus points to SGA. You put McBoy to power forward, and now we have won and swept all three of our first round series opponents. We're facing the Sonics today. We're coming off a sweep of Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Before that, they had a 7-game series holding off a comeback from Portland. Before that, they took down the 5-seed Kings in 6 games. This team is winning some games right now. We are too. I put Chuck Early in their starting lineup. I changed his secondary position to point guard and his first one to shooting guard. I rebuilt their rotations. He will start. These are your starting 5. And here we go. The NBA Finals, Game 1, starts now. Virginia Beach hosts Game 1 here in Atlantic Arena. Seattle is visiting, and here we go. The NBA Finals have begun. First play, Jovanovic pulls up and knocks it down to open the scoring. He has been so impressive in this playoff run, especially in these last 2 playoff series. Collins for 3, answers right back. Fast start. By the way, I have not game planned for this series. I want to see how Game 1 goes before I make any real adjustments, as that shot is off from DJ on his second attempt. But, so right now, naturally, we're going to have Dortz on Chuck Early for the most part. Yovi on Trae Young. If that becomes a problem, then we'll obviously put Dort on Young instead. That's the game plan so far. Just going to see how the first half goes and go from there. Boyd off the handoff. Pulls up and knocks his first shot down. Off the screen. Early pulls up. Off the glass and in. 17 points per game this year, mostly coming off the bench, but he gets to start in the biggest games of the season for Seattle. Got Jovanovic open again, off ball for 3. Look at that, versus Seattle in 2 games this year, 28 points on average, 59% from the field for Yovi. He's had 2 monster games, and one of those we watched. We had a showcase game against him, and we absolutely took these guys to town. Jovanovic gets by Young, hands off to Durant for the bucket, and the foul's going to count 2. It goes against Chuck Early. Jovanovic created that one. Beautiful stuff. Free throw is up and out. Oh boy. You knew that was going to happen at some point in this series. Comes early on. Durant gets a steal. Collins right into him. Fast break with Kuminga. He'll take it himself, but he misses the shot. Durant comes in out of nowhere to scoop it up and in. 12-5, just like that. A quick burst of offense from the Neptunes. Timeout, Seattle. Out of the timeout, the Sonics got to find some offense to get back in their groove. Chuck Early's trying to size up Dort, but he's being kept outside of the paint for the most part. Collins with the mismatch. He's going to have to shoot, and he finishes through the contact. That was Kuzma, actually, not Collins. They looked the exact same. I'm sorry. Boyd blows by Collins. Can't lay it in. Durant gets it back. Kuminga for 3. No. And Collins gets it again. Gordon's open at the other end at the hoop. Jovanovic, another wide open triple. He's knocking all of them down right now. Young from the elbow, tough shot, got it. On the road, he's had just below 20 points per game, so definitely has taken a bit of a step back these last couple of years, perhaps. Isn't playing out as well and not putting up as many points as you would maybe expect from your typical Trae Young peak year season. 5 on the clock. Yovi lost it. Kuzma had the steal. Up to Early. He lays it in for 2. Also, I forgot to get the finals logo. I'll try and add that to both courts for next game, but I forgot that for this one. Yovi scores again, having a great start to his day. We've already got 17 points. Kuzma steps into a 3. That one was open, but he missed it. Kuminga, open shot off the flare screen from Boyd. It's good. Flare screen for Kuzma. He gets back door. Finally gets the feed. Easy layup. They just caught a foul on Kuminga, but I'm not sure there was any contact there whatsoever. I didn't see a foul at all. Free throw, though, is up and good. Both teams having no problem scoring right now. They had a short little rut there, but they're back in this game easily. We get Boyd back door here. We get it to him, and he lays it in. Shot clock winding down, and Yovi picks the pocket of Young. Kuminga up ahead, but his pass is deflected. Yovi, come on. Oh, that's not good. That was a horrible pass. Trying to size up Boyd. Gordon picks up his dribble and fires, but that was a pretty well-played shot there by Mac Boyd. I'll take a screen here from Duran. Yovi's going to shoot this for 3. And he just can't miss him right now. He is off to a fantastic first quarter start. 25-16. It's been mostly him. Couple of screens for Kuzma on the other side. He'll get it. Contested triple again from Kuminga. Great job. Boyd pulls up. Misses the shot. Not the best one. Up to Early. Penetration and a foul called on Dortz. It's the team's second foul. Early's a great free throw shooter. And I expect these to both go in. And he goes 1 for 2. Okay. Gladly accept that. Chris Murray checks in with Liddell, who gets the bucket and foul off the assist from Murray. That one's on Collins. We have a free throw of our own coming up. Liddell complete the three-point play. It's up and in. Hand off. Kuzma over Augustine, yes. Comes a screen. Murray has some space for the triple. Way wide open. Shot's not good, though. Another one for Collins. This one rims out, though. Couple of contested shots for Seattle in this first quarter. Haven't taken as good of shots as we have. Augustine rounds a screen into a wide open layup. Screen. Kuzma again. No, not this time. Now a steal for Jaden McDaniels off the bad pass. Leads to a wide open Trae Young shot, but it doesn't go. Lucky break for the Neptunes right there. Hand off to Capella. You can get back out. Not sure if I told you guys, but between last episode and this episode, I did up their run plays frequency to 80-ish. I think I showed that at the end of last episode, I think. But just to give you guys that reminder that, you know, this is now a fairly even matchup. I put in Chuck Early. I put in the run plays frequency up to what we have it as. So that's just how the game's going right now. Kuzma's open for 3. He'll knock it down in the corner. 8-point game, under 2 to play. Now another steal for McDaniels. Great coverage on Liddell, and the second straight turnover from Cole Anthony. McDaniels through the contact from Liddell, yes. He's only had about 4 points per game here in the playoffs and has shot horribly. But a good bucket right there and a couple of steals early on. Out of the timeout, a couple of the starters come back in with Jovanovic, Boyd, and Kuminga. What do we draw up here? The 3 for Jovanovic. He's been cooking. This one's off, though. Through the contact. The layup's off. It's tipped back out, though, and Seattle retains possession. Trying to close the gap before the quarter's over. McDaniels, really tough shot. Kuminga, a great job on defense again. Comes a handoff. Kuminga has a mismatch with Collins draped on him. We find Augustine top of the key. That one rattles out. Brian pulls it down. Last shot of the quarter coming up. It's been a pretty back and forth game. You know, we have had the lead, but we've been, you know, going back and forth buckets wise for the whole quarter. Brian's trying to create on Jovanovic. Can't get by him. Good defense, but better offense. Nice shot to end the first. It's 30-26. Close game. Sonics start the quarter with the ball, down by 4. Early lost his dribble. Yovi's there. He'll go up, and he's blocked by Duran. Fantastic held defense. I haven't gone to Boyd a whole lot in this game early on, but really haven't had to. Yovi's been doing most of the scoring for us. Duran has a mismatch. Tough finish. Screen for Early. Out of a shot, he finds Jackson on the roll. That's a fantastic play. And Jackson is nursing an injury, but he's playing through it. Trying to play some hardball here in the last series of the season for Seattle. Gotta respect that. Augustine takes the screen. Attacks the rim. And misses the layup. Just put no effort behind that shot. And Strus has a stop for himself. He's a pretty physical defender, so that makes sense. Early for 3. No. And now Duran's called for an illegal screen. We're trying to go to the same play as last time. High ball screen. McDaniels gets the feed from Early. Boyd's right there on him, but it doesn't matter. 2-point game. Off the screen. Duran gets the feed down low. Jackson draped all over him. Great defense, but Duran just has better offense. Fantastic. Bucket and the foul. Can he hit the free throw this time? Yes. Another pull-up jumper. Strus can't knock down his first shot. Trying to find something. Murray probing. Tough shot, but he's fouled. Plenty of fouls coming from the Sonics early on. Love seeing that. Love seeing us have multiple players draw some fouls here. Had Murray, Duran, and I think one other player draw fouls. Liddell drew one earlier too. So 3 different players have already done that. Fantastic. Now Early lost it. It's poked out by Duran. It's stolen. Pass all the way up to head to Augustine to miss the layup. Oh man. Gotta have that one next time, Augustine. Pull up. Early missed it. Hasn't had the best start to this game. And now Jovanovic somehow has a backcourt violation. We've never seen that before, but we do now. Okay. Backdoor cut. There's Kelly with the foul. Now that's on Murray. They come back with a 3-point play of their own. And the free throw is off. Both teams spotty at the charity stripe. Dort finds Duran right down the middle. Another bucket and foul on Isaiah Jackson. Scott behind him. And Dort made the great pass. Way to fill that passing lane, by the way. Another free throw for Duran. That one's good as well. Another 3. Early cans it, though. Good shot. Pull up Jay. Top of the key. No dice for Jovanovic. He's missed his last couple of attempts from downtown after like a 4-for-4 start. Isaiah Jackson gets the lob from Early. They've closed the lead down to 3. Now Duran gets behind Jackson again, and we find him again. Already 14 points for Jalen Duran. 100% from the field. They're having some issues guarding him for sure. Early gets down the middle, lays it in for 2 and has a foul. What a play, dude. He's picking things up. Here's a second look at that. Laying it like around the outstretched arm of Jalen Duren. The free throw is good. 42-40. Dell takes a wild shot, but Duren's there to clean it up once again. Kuzma from the line, can't knock it down. Sonic's just taking some worse shots than we are, and it's why they're down by only a handful of points right now. If they take some smarter shots like we are, they're probably leading right now. They're trying to find a shot here, but having some issues. Murray spots up. That's a wide open look. Back door, there's Kuzma. He finds Gordon in the corner. Wide open three, rims out. That was a kind of a late, slow pass. Screen coming over. Another triple for Jovanovic. Under half the quarter left. Seattle trying to find a way to stop us from pulling ahead again. But there's a steal for Capella off a bad feed. Well, Anthony's just left wide open. Pull up, brother. It's wide open. Downhill, Kuzma into a failed layup, but he was fouled. Kuminga picks up his second foul. Couple of free throws on the way. Plenty of fouls both ways for both teams, which I do like seeing. I do want there to be some free throws because that'll make the game feel more like real life. Anthony blows by Young and lays it in for two. Quick scoring by the Neptunes, and we are up to 55 points just like that. This is another burst of offensive production out of the blue. Good on-ball defense by Cole Anthony here. Young misses the shot. Kuminga through the contact, yes. What a finish. Starting to pull away here in the waning minutes of this first half. Another miss from Trae Young. They lead 57-41. It was 44-40, 42-40 just a few minutes ago. That three from Boyd won't fall. He has not really done that much, but again hasn't had to. Gordon over Capella, got it. Here comes a double team. Dort gets it. He takes a bad shot though. Almost went in. Another pull-up. Young continues to miss, and this is why I didn't bother putting Dort on Young, because sometimes Young just isn't on his game, and that has been the case so far today. I've got a mismatch with Capella on him down low. Should be an easy two. Yes, sir. Here comes a screen for Chuck Gurley. Dort did a good job to cover him on it as Capella gets a stop on Collins. Nothing working offensively right now for Seattle as Boyd scores between two defenders. Lob for Collins, little scoop layup up and in. Timeout, Virginia Beach leading by 16 points. Been a massive run for the Neptunes these last 4 or so minutes of game time. They just can't score, and our offense just all of a sudden just turn things loose. And we're going to keep it going. Capella posterizes Chuck Gurley. Jovanovic's pass while he's shooting lights out. He's been fantastic here in game one. So is Jalen Duren. Both guys, one of our two of our youngest players on the team for probably the longest versus any other players on the roster, and they're both playing lights out here in the first half. So was Chuck Gurley, 13 points, 5 for 8. Nice pass to Augustine from Kuminga with a wide open look at the rim. Passing on display has once again been fantastic from your Neptunes. Collins is fouled on the other end. Free throws coming up. The fourth on us here in the quarter. Sonics might actually get to 50, which has not been easy for opponents here on the road in Atlantic Arena. This is a hard place to score if you're not us. Too much space for Jovanovic, perhaps. Nope, he missed the shot. Early steps back. Good luck. Another one falls for him. Our lead's cut down to 13. What do we draw up here? Final play of the half. The Boyd jumper, which he misses, but the Neptunes have a lead, 65-52. It was close until about the 4-minute mark of this first half. Now Seattle finds themselves in a pretty big hole here at halftime. Start of the second half. Chuck Early leads the Seattle Sonics in points with 16. Yovi leads the entire contest with 17, and Duran's got 16 as well. So both guys have been fantastic, but we're going right to Mac Boyd to start our quarter. Yes, sir. He's up to 8 points now after a 3-for-7 first half. But Yovi and Duran shot lights out. They haven't really had to go to anybody else, and this has also got over 10 points for the Sonics too. But Trae Young has had a pretty bad game so far. And we're also killing these guys on the glass right now, 27-16. Here comes Jovanovic into a handoff. He blows by Collins, but he's blocked out of bounds by him. Duran inbounds. Missed Jovanovic. Had him open for a second. The fire off the screen, and it's in there. Nothing but silk right now from the Slovenian sniper man. He's showing up to play. At the rim, Young's got the foul and the buckets. That's going to go against DJ. Free throw from Young is up and good. Here comes a screen. Got a mismatch with Boyd on Trae Young. Three's wide open. Collins with a long two. He fell over. No foul call. We'll take it. 55-72. Sonics still having some issues scoring here in the start of this third quarter. And off for Boyd. He finds Kuminga uncontested. Splash. It's a blowout now. But Collins jacks up a three and hits it. Okay. Pick and roll with Boyd. Into a monster jam over Gordon. Are you serious? Sent to the graveyard. Seattle just needs a spark of some kind. They need stops too, because they aren't getting anything right now against us. Once again, the offense just can't be slowed down. They almost always get off to a hot start, and that was the case in this game, and teams just don't have an answer for us right now. The only team that did was Milwaukee last year, but we haven't seen them with this roster. So until we do, not sure what that matchup will look like. But Trae Young scores, but he's got a negative 20 plus minus, as do many of their starters, but he's been their worst. Jovanovic has a double team, and Duran posterizes Chuck Early now. Over the top, and now Boyd gets a steal. Collins made a horrible pass. Dortz turns it over right to Collins. On the other end, Early pulls up and misses the jumper, and another contested shot by Seattle. Minga fading away, tough shot, but it doesn't matter. We are up to 65% shooting, good lord. Kuzma for three, no. Even with space, these guys are knocking down their shots. Uh-oh, Dort's wide open. He missed the three though, but it's usually a make. Over the top to Collins. He's fouled. Jalen Duran picks up his third. Up to 11 points now for Collins. Tacking on another here at the charity stripe. Another three for Yovi. That one rattles out. The threes off the screens are definitely one of the lowest percentage efforts or looks from downtown for all teams. Chuck Gurley, a tough shot off the glass and through despite Boyd being right there in his face. Chris Murray checks in place of Jonathan Kuminga. Just over 6 to play here in the third quarter. Neptunes holding on to a nice solid cushion right now. Yovi can't add to it. That was a really nice move, but just couldn't finish at the rim. He's got 19 points, 7 for 14 from the field. He's been having a good day. Now I got a mismatch with Collins. Help comes, kick out to Chuck Gurley for the open triple, and he nails it, as always. Now we saw Freddie Simmons last series, and he and Chuck Gurley remind me a lot of each other. They are very similar players, just essentially like scoring only players that are point guards coming off the bench typically, but they give you a massive spark for your offense. We haven't scored in over 2 minutes, our first drought of the game pretty much. Might allow them to come back in this game as Early cuts the deficit down to 11. Another triple. He's got 24. You see why they're going to start him in this series. Boyd with the mid-range jumper, yes. Hasn't had too many jumpers in this game, but he'll knock down that one. It's still a 10-2 run for the Sonics, though. Young's trying to create. Tough floater. Missed it off the help from Dortz. Not sure Jovanovic needed that help, though. Murray over Gordon. Blocked. McDaniels through the contact bucket and foul. That's the second on Mac Boyd. Free throw, if good, will cut it to 10. And it does. 73-83. 4.5 to go here in the third. Cole Anthony, Augustine, Liddell, Capella are all in there. All backups for the next couple of minutes for the Neptunes. Anthony through the contact. Got it. Early scoop layup in there, and he answers right back. Anthony spots up. There was space. High ball screen here. It's going to be a pick and roll with Collins. No, it's a pick and pop instead. And it goes nowhere. Gallons are going to have to do something here. The shot is good. They've cut the gap down to single digits now. Moccasine's going to cut. He's got a wide open layup. Great readjustment to get around Aaron Gordon. Important bucket to get right there as they've outscored us 17-6 over the last 8 or so minutes. Although not sure how accurate that really is. Early pulls up and hits another one. 12 points here, the third, his best quarter yet. Anthony rounds a screen and finds Liddell at the rim out of a shot. Gonna get Gordon backdoor. There he is. Got a down screen from Collins and it freed up Gordon. Early's making some nice plays passing and scoring wise. 81-89. And now Anthony steps out of bounds for no reason. Minga, Yovi, Boyd. The star trio comes back in. Oh, Early's open. Augustine comes out, but it's too late. 5-point game. This Early guy continues to impress me and shock me. Jovanovic steps back. Tough shot. Not a good one either. McDaniels down low over Augustine. 3-point game now. Really strong finish to this third quarter for the Sonics after they're down by like 21 earlier in this quarter. They've already closed the gap all the way. Boyd misses the shot. And Seattle continues to get some stops on the defensive end. What do they do here? Here's a screen. Capella. Good job. They missed it. They're holding on by a thread still. Have Augustine and Yovi rounding a couple of screens. Number 3 is open. There he goes. That's a big shot, but Early's got another one to answer back. OV attacks early, slipping by him and scoring. These two are trading some buckets now to end this third quarter. What a game we have on our hands, folks. After it was looking like a blowout for the end of the second and the start of the third, Seattle has really impressed us. Boyd for three in transition. Yes! What a way to end the third. Our lead is back up to 8 thanks to a defensive play that leads to a score. Three-quarter shot goes! Early is maniacal! The last 6 minutes of that third quarter were absolutely fantastic. What a game we have on our hands in game one all of a sudden. 97-92. This is why you stay in these games. You don't check out in the start of the second half when it looks like a blowout. Boyd gets inside and lays it in to open the fourth. They're also going to give early a rest here to start the fourth quarter, as he was tired out there to end the third. But that dude is a public danger. What an absolute menace. Isaiah Jackson draws a foul. That's now the fourth on Duren. Got to be really careful here down the stretch and watch out with these fouls. First one is up and in. Or no, up and out, actually. He goes 1 for 2. Anthony in there now in place of Jovanovic. They swat the lob away. Almost got it to Boyd, but a nice play there by McDaniels to swat that one out. Screen from Wilson Kelly. Sanders has it. Good defense by the Neptunes. McDaniels has to jack one up. Liddell's there. Now it's Boyd, rather, but the shot still falls. Tough one. They've scored 16 points off our turnovers. Only 8 for us. So that has been an impact in this game. Minga to Boyd. He could attack Kelly if he wants to. Not going to, though. And we got time cutting down. We're just going to have to force a bad shot. But Anthony knocks it down. Every shot counts right now, and that's a big one. It is the finals after all, folks. Jackson's double. That leaves Strus wide open. Why we do that? Off the handoff. Boyd kicks it back out. Anthony's wide open. His second straight. Both teams have used pretty big runs in the second and third quarters to put together a really nice string of plays and making the game close and whatnot. Does either team have another one in store here in the fourth quarter? Jackson knocks down both free throws, and the lead is cut back to 6. Backing down Jackson. Capella shrugs him off and jams it all over him. Get physical, why don't ya? Double C. And now another steal for Clint Capella. Read that pass beautifully. Here's a handoff. Anthony pulls up, but misses. Screen from Jackson. Tough three for Young, but he's finally showing up here in the fourth. That was his best play all day long. Handoff to Kuminga. He's going to get going downhill. Now he passes out. Shot clock under 5. Anthony can't can it, but Capella tracks it down. Second chance. Anthony for another triple. Big board right there. Capella's been a nice couple of plays these first 4 minutes. McDaniels hands off. Jackson stuffed. Capella again. Top of the key screen. Anthony's covered well by Young. Trying to go for another one. Shots open. And Anthony is putting together a really spectacular fourth quarter here. Young blows by, is matched up and hits the jumper. Off the handoff. Anthony again, but it's off. He's fouled, though. A third on Isaiah Jackson. First free throw drops for Big Cole. Need both to drop here in the last minutes of this contest. 10-point lead for the Neptunes. Boyd gets a stop on Kuzma. He took a really bad step back three. Now Boyd hands off to Jovanovic. Right to Kuminga. He knows that one's going in. The second that one came out of his hands, he turned around and said, "Get hype, crowd." Now they are. Isolation for Young. Hasn't gone to this hardly at all. And he can't even complete the play. Boyd pulls up, top of the key. That one's up, but Capella tracks it down. And he draws the fourth on Jackson. A rough day off the bench for number 22 in green. He'll take a seat. Collins comes in for him. Chuck Gurley back in the game now, 2 in the last 6 of regulation. Young turns it over right to Mac Boyd. Anthony to Kuminga at the rim. Our lead jumps all the way to 16 points. Our third time in this game seeing just a random burst of offense. And it has our lead extend back to what it was around halftime. Also, by the way, I know that my 2K fans might not care about Madden as much, but don't forget I have another Madden series on this channel with the Los Angeles Rams. That one is a very fun series. Crazier stuff happens in that series than you'll ever see in this one because Madden's a terrible game. But to check out that series, watch the entire thing through. It's really good so far. The team's in a really good spot. Very similar to 2 of this series. Very similar progression for both teams. And also, I have a second channel called Stumpy Squared. Link in the description and also on my channel page on this main channel. As Jovanovic hits the triple, our lead's back to 19 with under 5 to go. But on Stumpy Squared, I have a new channel, or a new series on that channel right now, also on Madden. It's a sim rebuild where I really only watch if the team makes the Super Bowl, but I'm pretty much rebuilding that team. And then if I win, I join the worst team in the NFL during the previous season. So that's that series, but this game is about to wrap up here, I think, as we are pulling away towards the tail end. Kuminga hits the shot despite early being right there. 21-point lead. Just over 4 to go. I think this game is about over. And that is the end of game 1. The Neptunes take it 139 to 118. Both teams score a lot, but we score more, putting up our best offensive day, maybe across the entire season. After a gritty comeback, Sonics fall short in the fourth quarter as we put up 42 points, outscoring them by 16 there in the final 12 minutes. 39-13 for Chuck Early. He was absolutely amazing. This dude is an absolute stud. Trey Young had a better second half, but it was a bit too late. 18 points for him, 18 for Collins. McDaniels was actually pretty damn good. Kuzma was not. 1 for 7 from downtown. But we got 27-10 for Jovanovic. Boyd on cruise control drops 26, 6, and 4. Cole Anthony was fantastic. Jalen Duren was perfect. Kuminga was good. Nobody played poorly for us, I don't think. And we are on track to have a nice series here. Both teams shot incredibly well. That's why the scoring was so high. And yeah. So the defense might need some work for us, but it's been one game. The offense continues to pour things on at home, and we're just shooting so damn well. We're not going to shoot this well again in this series, most likely. But we lead the finals 1-0. And what better than to have your first ever draft pick, Jovanovic, lead the way and have Jalen Duren go perfect, your first ever Neptune? That's just beautiful right there. What a series, what a game. And we lead 1-0. That's going to do it here for game 1, folks. I'll see you guys in game 2. Thanks for watching as always. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.